I kid you guys not, but I'm already smelling chocolate and the bud is not even open. If you want to know what's my favorite Hoya for this month and my least favorite Hoya for this month, just keep on watching. And also don't mind the beeping of the fire alarm. That's just, it's just there. Alright guys, so I want to start this video in a positive note since I really haven't made a plant video. And my favorite Hoya of the month is Hoya MOTOSKEII. I have it right around here, guys. And this is a Hoya that I have hanging on my kitchen window. It's been hanging there since November, I believe I've had it there. It has very nice bright green leaves. I had it outdoors prior to bringing it indoors, where it was getting scorched by the sun. You guys can see right here, some of the leaves are just scorched. However, this Hoya is actually oh my god, like a little fly just went by. However, this is my favorite Hoya because while I had it in the kitchen window, look at this. Look at that. It just grew a massive peduncle and it's about to burst open. Unfortunately, I wanted this to open this month, and I think it's gonna open probably next month or so. But look at this. Like, it's a beautiful peduncle that it grew, and the tendril, look at it. It just goes like crazy. And something I mentioned in other videos is that you want your tendrils to be wrapped up on something, you know. You want your tendril to be trellised on something, because if not, it'll just be a bald tendril with no leaves in it. So this one doesn't really have any leaves growing in it because I don't have it trellised on anything. You can see how long of a trellis it is. Like, it's just massive. However, it's just a gorgeous Hoya, and I feel like it's very easy to take care of, and I absolutely love it. The fragrance in this Hoya MOTOSKEII, it's very similar to like a regular Hoya CARNOSA. In fact, this Hoya MOTOSKEII, it's actually known to be the original Hoya CARNOSA green, but it's actually Hoya MOTOSKEII. The flowers, what differentiates this Hoya from like a regular Hoya CARNOSA green is the flower, the color of the flower, and the fragrance. This Hoya is known to have very like strong fragrance compared to regular Hoya CARNOSA. It's like a Hoya on steroids. Like, a flower of this Hoya will be super fragrant, and it will just feel like if I put it in my room when this opens, my whole room will smell like chocolate. So this is why this Hoya should be on your bucket list, because it grows flowers very easy. It's very easy to care for, and it's like a Hoya CARNOSA, but the best one in my opinion, because it's super easy to care for. It grows large leaves, very veiny, and it just looks phenomenal. And look at this. I absolutely love this Hoya, and this is actually gonna be my thumbnail. So let me take a picture. There you go. But yes, Hoya MOTOSKEII is my favorite Hoya for May. Something I also wanted to mention, guys, is that for some reason it started growing a little heart, like a string of hearts. Let me do a close-up so you guys can see. So you guys can see right there, this little baby string of hearts, and it seems to be a variegated string of hearts. It looks lighter in color, which is, I'm like, what happened? I'm sitting here thinking that when I had my string of hearts outdoors and it started busting open, it started little string of heart seeds started flying all over my yard. One of them must have caught onto the Hoya, because it's now grown and it's a very nice size, and it's actually about the same size of my actual string of hearts that I was propagating. So I mean, hey. But this seeds of string of hearts came out variegated, or so looks like it is. So I'll keep you guys updated on how this looks, but as of now, guys, I'm flabbergasted with happiness because this is magnificent. And let alone the Hoya with the bud. Crazy. Okay guys, and the least favorite Hoya for me this month. Last month it was Hoya RETUSA, which I even couldn't remember the name. But for this month is Hoya, oh my god, what's the name of this Hoya? This is Hoya, and I just water it actually. It's kind of dripping down. It's Hoya, oh my god, LINEARIS, there you go. Hoya LINEARIS. It's dripping because I just water it. I don't know if you guys could see, but it's just there. Yeah. Hoya LINEARIS, for me, it's a struggle right now. It's growing little leaves and everything, but I just don't like the look of the Hoya. It just looks sad. It's a very finicky plant. I know that to keep it happy, you need to keep it wet, but not soaking wet, and also don't let it dry out because it doesn't like when it's dry, it doesn't like when it's wet. It's kind of difficult for me to take care of. It's kind of like, I will compare the watering technique for this plant as like Hoya multiflora, because Hoya multiflora doesn't like to be dry, but it doesn't like to be wet, and it doesn't like to stay wet for a long time. Like you can tolerate wetness for like 2 to 3 days. However, this Hoya doesn't. This is very finicky. I really cannot. I made a video on this Hoya propagating this plant in water, and they died. So update, they die. Part of the reason why they die is because I didn't detach the roots from each strand, and so they rotted in the water. I should have taken the roots out of the stems and try to, you know, grow roots, fresh new roots in water, and I didn't, and so the roots died and the plant did die as well. However, I kind of knew that was going to happen, so I did had a little cutting here which is still alive, but I don't really see much hope on this plant. I'm gonna actually transition this plant and take it to my greenhouse because it's still in my kitchen, but so far it's really not doing good for me. So yeah, okay, so this is it. Just a quick video showing my favorite Hoya and my least favorite Hoya. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Now don't forget to drink water, water your plants, and kapon karigato gozaimashita.